If you like bananas like I like bananas, then I think you'll love my show. Greetings and welcome back to another Bananalicious episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host, as always, Geycen Oliveira. With us today is the Frosted Banana Bread Pop Tarts. I am not a huge Pop-Tart fan. I do enjoy a Pop-Tart every now and again. I don't really like the crust. Now, with bread, I've learned to love the crust over the years. Not love it, but, you know, accept it, deal with it. But with the Pop-Tarts, it's just a little too thick around the sides, and there's usually not a lot of flavor in it, especially if you've loaded your mouth with all the innards of it and the frosting. By the time you get to that edge, I know you should mix it in, but, like, I'm a guy that just wants to go for the middle. The middle's good. I'll just cut the crust off and go from there. Anywho, banana lovers of the world unite. I love when products that contain artificial banana come out onto market because it's not very often that it does. There's not a lot of banana-flavored products out there. What did we try recently? Homelander Ice Cream Creamery Place. They do a banana ice cream that is fucking phenomenal. It's unbelievable. If you like banana flavored things, there's a place in Lynchburg, Virginia called Cravables that serves it, or you can go to some grocery stores, carry it. I don't know how else you'd get it. I purchased these at Aldi for $1.99 probably about 2 months ago when I was going through a lot of reviews. I was just kind of front-loading a lot of things. I knew there was a lot of things that were upcoming that were going to take priority over it. And so a lot of videos that were filmed earlier in the summer ended up getting pushed to the end of the summer. And there's a video right now scheduled for September 9th, but I'm sure it's going to get pushed out again before then. It's a Christmas candy. I found it on clearance and did a review shortly after Christmas, and it still hasn't come out yet. It's not a bad review. It's just I've filmed things that I find more interesting between then. So it's a future video. Sometime, probably in the fall, you'll see it. Pop-Tarts. Why am I not popping this in a toaster? Because I don't eat Pop-Tarts in a toaster. Not that I don't. If somebody handed me one that was already heated in a toaster, I'm not going to be like, get that the fuck away from me. I don't want anything to do with that piece of shit. But I would prefer to just open it up and eat it like a treat. It's kind of like one of those on-the-go things. Like, these were marketed, I believe, back in the 70s to be something that you could just pop in the toaster and leave the house, and you've had a meal. Well, I don't know if I'd consider this a meal or not, and I don't know if I'd even consider this a snack. I guess it's kind of a hybrid breakfast snack. There's not a lot of breakfast snacks. So if you're talking about breakfast snacks, you're probably talking about Pop-Tarts. You know what else is good? The Pillsbury apple fill strudels that you put the little... cut the thing off, put the cream on it or the frosting on it. Dear God, those things are so good. I somehow maintain control, but like I don't want to. Whenever I see them, I can just feel that inner sugar beast being like, eat me. You know you want me. But I will not succumb to you, you devil beast. I will eat my bananas. I'm sure there's a lot of sugar in bananas. Let's put up on the screen right now, gentlemen, how much, what do you call those, carbohydrates that turn into sugars in the body? The body does something. Why does the body do that? Why is the body designed to ruin everything? Like, why can't it improve itself as it goes? It seems like bodies are really dumb. Like, we have really dumb bodies. Like, why do they degress as they age? I mean, we're supposed to get smarter. There's got to be ways. You know what it is? Religion holding us back. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get all, what do you call it? It's not political. I'm not sure what the term is, so we'll just leave it at that. Religious, I guess. Spiritual. Aren't you glad I didn't say banana? Did you ever see that when you were a kid? Did you ever watch Sesame Street? I remember, like, the early days of Sesame Street. It probably wouldn't even be considered the early days of Sesame Street, but it would definitely be considered the younger years, I guess the toddler years of Sesame Street, and there was always this, you know, the ongoing joke, knock, knock, who's there, orange, orange shoe, knock, knock, who's there, orange, orange shoe, knock, knock, who's there, orange, orange shoe, knock, knock, who's there, banana, banana who, orange, you're glad I didn't say banana. That was like a Sesame Street skit. I'm sure it was a joke long before Sesame Street, however, that was the first time I saw it. I didn't really give these a first smell, so let me see if I can get an odoriferous emanation. I'm actually going to bust one right in half to get a good smell on it. Here we go. The first thing I would say would be like coffee cake. It doesn't scream banana bread. I'm going to take one more smell because I definitely, right off the bat, it hit me with something. It wasn't quite coffee cake, but it's in that family of pastry foods, those delicious snacks. Oh, it smells like the brown sugar ones. I wonder if the frosting is more similar to the brown sugar ones. This is how I eat a Pop-Tart. When I eat it, I cut it into fours, and then I take whatever chunk I'm going to, in this case, review and demo. Normally, I would just consume, like a snack at night, oddly enough. Well, I'll shut up and eat this now. Hang on. I saw Deadpool last night, so I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I woke up this morning a ninja. I'm going to bruise those bananas, and I really like bananas, and I don't want to waste those bananas. Actually, they are quite ripe. This is, if you're looking to give me a banana as a gift, right about here is where I like to eat them, where there's a little bit of browning happening there. I don't know about you guys. How do you guys like your bananas? Let me know in the comments below. And if you hate bananas, I'm sorry. Bananas are really delicious, and they're filled with potassium. Okay, let's talk about this for a minute. It definitely is a banana light. I wouldn't say it's like straight up banana bread. There's something about it that I'm going to take one more bite, and then we'll talk about it. I feel like there's something stronger outside. Here's the thing. I've eaten a lot of banana bread lately. We oftentimes get too many bananas. My father-in-law was staying with us for a while, and we all like bananas, so they went fast. So in these cases, we had unripe bananas getting ready, ripe bananas, and a lot of time, it was just too many bananas, so we ended up with a lot of, brown bananas, and my wife made banana bread. Because, I guess I could make banana bread. It's not like it's rocket science. If I looked up a recipe and followed it, I could create banana bread as well. I could bring into this world banana bread for you to enjoy and market it. Sell it all over the nation. First of all, I love the flavor of this. It's a subtle flavor. It's not over the top. And I think with banana bread, it's definitely more of a subtle flavor. I like putting a little bit of butter, maybe a tiny bit of salt on there. I think that's really good. This kind of is just like banana bread, straight out, as if there's a little bit of frosting on it to sweeten it up a little bit, because nobody wants, unsweetened banana bread. That's just awful. What it doesn't do for me, though, is captivate that artificial banana flavor. Now, here's the funny thing, though. I don't think that artificial banana flavor belongs in here, because banana bread, of course, yes, you can taste banana in it because it's banana bread. One of the main ingredients is bananas. But with this, I'm not tasting a lot of bananas. I'm tasting more of the shell, and I'm tasting a lot of the frosting. But that inner guts, I'm just not getting a lot of the banana bread flavor. Not that it's bad, though. I can detect it in there. It's just I would have liked a little bit more. Amp it up a little bit, and this would have been a fantastic Pop-Tart. I don't do a lot of Pop-Tarts due to the fact that they're a lot not as bad as Mountain Dew. That's why I don't do Mountain Dew reviews, if you're ever wondering, too. It's not that I hate Mountain Dew. I don't really love it. I like Code Red. That's pretty good, and Pitch Black is not too bad either. However, obviously it's laden with sugars and high fructose corn syrup, shit that's not good for you. But there's so many of them. I would literally just be drinking soda at one point, or several times a week if I did all the Mountain Dews. I swear, they just reproduce. They put them in the store, and there's the Laguna Island Punch, and then there's the Lightning Fusion, and then somehow they merge, and there's this weird colored one that's called, Anti-Baby Seal or something. You're what the fuck is Mountain Dew up to these days? I don't know what they're up to. I know what Pop-Tarts are up to, and I think it's pretty good. There is one other Pop-Tart I have been wanting to try. It's the Apple Jacks one, just because that's such a strange little combination hybrid. Kind of like the yesterday, if you want to go back and watch that, or a few days ago when we did the mystery Twinkies. That was a hard flavor to nail. Everybody in my family had different opinions on it, and even the articles that I read and videos I watched about it seemed to be every bite was a little different, enough so that you couldn't quite put your finger on it. So I think Twinkies have created some magic. So if you get a chance, definitely put your hands on purchase them too and eat them. Don't just put your hands on them, because that'd be weird if you just stood around in Walmart and just held it it's some idol. Maybe an idol or something. I don't know what I'm talking about. These, I'm going to score them. I'm going to give them an 8. They're definitely really good. I like Pop-Tarts. Like I said, they're not my, favorite in the world. They're not my breakfast treat. If I'm going to have breakfast, I'm going to have a real breakfast with eggs and maybe some toast. I don't know, some other stuff on the side. But there you go. There you have it. This has been sitting in the corner of my room for quite a few months, but they still taste pretty delicious. I'm sure. Let's check out the expiration date before I let you guys go, because now I am just rambling. November 11th. Yeah, so these are fine for quite a while now. I highly recommend you check them out if you're into Poptarts, if you're into banana bread flavored things. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you guys are loving the content I'm creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, would you please consider liking, commenting, subscribing? I could really use the subscribers, guys, and I appreciate the numbers. I'm watching them, and they're just going, doot, we're going up, we're going up, we're going up. Anyhow, if we can keep that subscription going, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, it would do me a huge service, and I would owe you one. Then hit that little bell icon, because it'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make somebody smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today. Tomorrow, let's make the world spin a little bit happier and a little bit more of nanny. Together, let's sing and dance in the sun and the rain is one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, oh shit, I switched the camera, so this is going to be weird. Never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love, and never let your inner child die. Ooh. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodkast loves you very much, just the way you are. All right, guys, do no harm. I'm Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodkast, and I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road to 50. Take care, my friends, and happy adventuring.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.